Hey guys. So, this is gonna be a very short video. I just wanna get something uploaded on the YouTube and start doing some stuff again. Uh, it's not gonna be anything specific here or like anything that too interesting, I think, but I wanna show you how you can win games if you will just be like patient and if you will listen to better players that are in your game, as is the case of me giving advice to my three cores here, to my Patch, to my Windranger, and my Tiny. And I'm gonna show you a part of a game where overall the game was going pretty smooth for us. It is unranked, of course. So that's one part, it's not ranked, but the thing is, if you are playing unranked and you want to try something, it's fine to try it. I don't mind. But it is not fine if you start being toxic, like this guy, and if you start just accusing me of not playing my role properly. Which is pretty bad. So, I will put up the graphs. Overall, the graph was like we were ahead. I felt like we were ahead in the game, but it wasn't, like that big. In terms of net worth, like Tiny had a pretty free lane on the safe lane. Overall, the game was fine. The Windranger was struggling a little bit, but once we started fighting, it was okay, and then the game just fucking swing. And I'm gonna show you how the game actually swing. So, before that, let me just first. Where can I? Disable camera zoom, yes. Okay. So overall the game at the start was pretty simple. It wasn't anything that bad. We were winning our lane pretty okay. The bottom lane was like, I don't know, like even kinda ish. Mid lane lost, like that's whatever. But what I wanna focus on is a team fight somewhere around 30 minutes after we won a team fight and went Roche. And then died. Okay. Not that, yeah, this one. This is when I call for a smoke. Okay, I'm gonna pass the fact that like I call for a smoke. Alright, we have Tiny for some reason going away farming. What is he farming? God knows what. Whatever. We went to smoke. We managed to find Slark, which was super fucking good kill. That was a good curse, otherwise the Slark would have gotten away. I was pretty much fucked here, so like, okay, I'm just gonna try to ult. I have absolutely no clue how I got the Slark kill, but whatever. You know? Like, something happened. We were essentially 4 on 4. Imagine if we would have had the Tiny there, right? On the other hand, imagine if they would have had the Wraith King there. Okay, but we won the team fight for me. We ended up getting Slark and Skye. I think that's fine. Okay, they went Roche. They got the Roche, and then let's see what happens, right? So without even finishing the Roche, the Tiny just jumps and gets combo. Okay, forces out the I would say the Will-O-Wisp, but I don't know what the skill is called now. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Yeah. They don't wanna go and finish up the Roche. Okay. Like, not sure why, what is happening, but fine. Okay, good curse. Patch jumps in. There is a cold embrace on Tiny. Well, everything is whatever at this point. Okay, I come in. Well, what can I do? One BKB, second BKB. Sky is out of my vision. Zeus is out of my vision. Okay. Well, there is not much I can do. I just pop ult and get stunned immediately because I don't have BKB. Well, that's that. Okay. Now, we lost the team fight. There is even Psychic Headband. Okay. They will get the rush. I thought actually we got the rush. Never mind. Whatever. The thing is, if you look at on this team fight, what was completely fucking lacking on our cores, but insanely lacking, was only one thing. We are 36 minutes in. We are playing against Wraith King who has stun. We are playing against Slark who has bounce. We are playing against Kotl, which is full on magical damage, with Illuminate, slow with Solar Bind, and ult as a Will-O-Wisp. With the ult, you can cast the Illuminate and then start casting other spells, so that's even like more annoying. Sky is full on magic damage. He was position 4, I absolutely don't understand this build, but don't ask me, like, I don't care about that. But Arcane Bolt, magic damage. Conclusive Shot, magic damage. Ancient Seal is silence and increasing magic damage, and Mystic Flare is magic damage. Zeus. Arc Lightning is magic damage. Lightning Bolt is magic damage stun. Heavenly Jump is slow and magic damage. Nimbus is stun and magic damage, or mini stun and magic damage. And Thunder God's Wrath, magic damage. I get the fact that we have pipe on patch. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do something. Alright, so I get the fact that we have pipe. Like, that's completely fine. It reduces the magic damage that they have, which is most of their stuff is magic damage. Like Wraith King, he's position 3. He is not doing any single fucking point of damage. Like, I feel like he does more damage with the Brave Blast than with his fucking right click, or maybe the skeletons do. And Slark is the only one who actually deals like physical damage here. Otherwise, the rest is completely magical, and breaking is kinda irrelevant. But can you explain to me why we have Etherlands? The Vanguard, okay, I will say fine. The Blink Dagger, that is even questionable. But where the fuck is the BKB? If you look at Windrunner, we, for some reason, have 4 staff. Okay, I get that, versus Slark, versus Zeus Nimbus, versus Skywrath. Alright. We have Blink. Okay. It is core Wind Ranger position too. And we have Diffuser Blade, which was his first item that he built. For whichever reason, I don't understand. Maybe he thought, okay, Focus Fire versus Wraith King. No. Like, that's bad, but whatever. And then we have Bloodthorn with threats. Where in the fuck is your BKB at 36 minutes in at position 2 against this lineup? Then we look at Tiny, who had absolutely insane farm. I was stacking for him like crazy, and then I even needed to beg him to actually go and clear the stacks because he didn't want it to. And they almost took our stacks in the game. But okay, let's move beyond that. We have Echo Saber, for some fucking reason which I don't understand, we have AC. Where AC doesn't do anything this game? Huh? Because Slark has ult. So you cannot hit him during ult, so the minus armor doesn't matter. Maybe you realize that, Mr. Tiny? Wraith King. Okay, so the Wraith King just dies quicker, but he has a second life anyway. So what's the point of reducing armor? And the Coddle you just kill with your combo and couple of auto attacks. Sky is the same story, and Zeus is the same story. Why do you need AC exactly? Okay, move beyond that. Blink? Okay, I understand that. Silver Edge. Well, you are playing against Zeus, which reveals invisible targets. I am not sure if the Silver Edge is a good idea, but whatever. Okay, so let's see, which passives can we break? Oh, the crit on Wraith King. That doesn't deal, like we said, a lot of damage anyway. And the Essence Shift on Slark. Well, okay, cool. I'm not sure if you need Silver Edge for that. Anyway, AC. No point in having AC. Where in the hell is your BKB? Not to mention, you can sell stick and you have BKB. And then I pointed out, obviously, and I'm gonna show you exactly where. So here, I sat, exactly in this position I sat. Where are your BKBs, guys? And then he says, check tab. At first I didn't understand what he means, but he meant scoreboard. And then he said he died only once, therefore he doesn't need BKB. Okay, now let's see how the next fight went. I'm gonna put a player perspective here on Mr. Tiny, and let's see how the next team fight went, right? Okay. So, Fudge dies, and unfortunate. Okay, so he goes on Star, gets stunned, gets silenced, gets another stun, a lot of damage from Mystic Flare, and the crit from Wraith King, and he dies. Yes, he took Slark in the process. Okay, so we have a buyback. Cool. We buy back, jumps in. Oh no, the AC is doing a lot, huh? Well, like I said, Slark has ult, Wraith King has ult as well. So, yes, Wraith King died, and Slark had ult. So it's not like you did anything, then you get pounced and die. Okay, so that was a pretty quick dive back. Not saying the BKB there would probably save him, but in the initial part, it definitely would. And it definitely would help him to do a lot more. Okay, so that is the first team fight. And now it's gonna be a bit harder because I will have to jump and find the next team. Because this is like, we just died, they took our axis, whatever. Like, I don't care about that. And the worst part about all of this was that Patch immediately queued BKB, Windranger immediately queued BKB after I suggested it, because they thought, okay, this CM is probably thinking something that we can use, because he's going BKB himself. The Winter Wyvern, I mean, he does, like, the BKB would be nice for him too, but it's not like he really needs it, because he's not in front like the other guys are. And Patch, like Tiny, just like whatever. Okay. I really like this. So let's again put in player view, Mr. Tiny, and let's see. In very nice slow motion. Okay. So we jump the Slark. Very nice. No Ava used. which is stupid because that was like that just shows you he doesn't know how to play Tiny, because you need to, yes, you need to toss, but Ava instantly after, because that deals the most damage. Whatever. So double Nimbus, Thunder God's Wrath, stun. He is still seen because there is Nimbus. Stun from Brain King and Mystic Flare. If I wouldn't have used the Force Staff on him there, I don't think he would die, but he would be, instead of 1.1k HP, he would be on like 300, maybe 450, something like that. And then he just like, okay, I survived, I'm fine. I can just go and hit the Brain King. He's strong, right? Sure. And like, he somewhat win a team fight. Cool. But if he would have had the BKB there, I don't have to use the Force Staff on him there. I can just use the Force Staff later on. I can force the Wraith King, I can force anyone else. No. Yes, it's my job to protect the carry, but it's not my job to protect the carry like this, because it is kinda stupid if he just needs BKB. Because yes, as a position 5 you need to do a lot to protect your cores, provide them with farm and many other stuff, give them vision, whatever. Even tank for them in some cases. But this is just borderline stupidity. And this this just proves it. So what happened was that Punch got BKB. Slark jumped on him. Well, I mean, the only thing he can do is pop BKB or wait for me to force him, or the Vibrant. Well, he decided to use BKB because he probably thought, okay, we can turn on the Slark, which is kinda true, but whatever. Windranger, he bought the BKB because he thought that yes, he needs BKB if he wants to kill anyone. Because if you wanna jump in on the Zeus, you need BKB, otherwise the people will save him. And Mr. Tiny bought SNY. Why? Well, because he just died 3 times, right, in this game. It's not like he needed the BKB till this point, right? Well then let's see how Mr. Tiny is gonna do in this next team fight. Okay, so double toss, Ava on the Wraith King that has ult, remind you. Okay, well, we get stunned, and we need to shut it down. We run into Skye, and because we are tiny, we think Skye is a free kill, right? Well, Bud jumps in, so it's kinda unlucky toss. Well, what happened was that Skye managed to get out of the ult. And then there is a Will-O-Wisp. So Patch doesn't have the BKB because he used it originally when Slark went on him. And then, oh no, we are pounced, right? And then we got pushed back by Blinding Light from Cuddle. And I wanna mind you that Slark is usually a hero that doesn't buy BKB. But if you're gonna look at this, we have Patch ult that goes through BKB, we have Focus Fire that goes through BKB. The only thing is like Shackle Shot, then like Ventress Curse goes through BKB, so he doesn't care about that. The combo from Tiny, he doesn't care about that either. Like he does because it does a lot of damage, but he has ult for that. And the only reason why the Slark basically needs BKB is because of my ult. And he still buys it. And if he would have been, you know, like more careful and shit, like he can get away with not buying BKB this game. But he still buys BKB. Even though he technically doesn't need it. Wraith King buys second item BKB after Armlet. Just because he realizes that he also needs BKB. Like Coddle and the Skye and the Zeus, like, okay. But then there is my Tiny who died 3 times and thinks that AC is good this game and thinks that SNY is good this game. and that he doesn't need BKB. On the other hand, we at least saw that like Windrunner and the Patch, who unfortunately, yeah, they listened to my advice about the BKB, but it was kinda already too late because they were snowballing us. Yeah. But at least something. So, guys, first of all, just if you are playing carry, don't be fucking dumbass. Buy BKB when it's needed. Because even if it takes up a slot in your inventory, it is the most valuable item you can have this game, or you can buy this game. So just buy BKBs, and especially if there is a teammate who tells you politely to buy BKB because you need it, don't think that you are better than them just based off your score and based off the fact that he was saving your ass throughout the entire teamfight scenarios, as I did, as the Windrunner actually did with the shackle shots throughout the game, and as the Wyvern did as well. And just because of that, he thought he can get away with not getting BKB, which is actually quite the opposite. And just to show the ranks in the end, because I want to. So the Wyvern had unranked whatever. Mr. Tiny, who thought he's a god himself, is Divine 1. So basically, he's on like 4.8k, maybe. The Windrunner who listened and thought, okay, this guy's probably right, he's Ancient 2, which is 4k. And this guy on the patch is not ranked yet, maybe even new player. And then you have this guy who is here from 2012, from February 2012. Basically when the game was released almost. And he thinks he's better than anyone, that he's a god. Mind you, I'm a lot higher MMR, but it's not about that. He thinks he's a god. Well, in fact, he needs to realize, and a lot of people need to realize, that they are wrong. These guys, they took the advice. This guy didn't. Hence why we lost. So I just wanted to show you guys this game and this thing, because here you can see that if there are games that you need to buy BKB on carry or mid or offlane, whatever, just buy it because it is good and it's gonna win you the game. Unless you wanna go and you wanna lose, then don't buy BKB like this guy. Instead, go and buy ahead AC, which does nothing this game. Because like I said, Slark has ult, so you cannot hit him during ult. Red King has ult, so it doesn't matter if he dies faster, and it doesn't help you against Codlo, against Kai, and Zeus. Okay, they die faster, but that means, okay, you just need to hit them one more time. Well, apparently AC and S and Y are better this game. Yes, because status resist definitely helped. Okay, bye.